I'm Andre Oliver Franklin. I've lived in foster homes for half my life since I was 10 years old. I can't count the number of homes, but I'm grateful for the help and care that all of them gave me. In fact, without them, I don't know where I would be or what I'd be doing. Instead, I'm pretty proud of what I've achieved. I did well at school, I got 5 A to C grades, I'm applying to be a police officer and maybe later the army. Even though I was in foster care, the biggest influence I had was my nan. Having a daily bond with her, community, my friends, family, social networks, being able to stay in touch with my local area where I grew up was very important for me. It kept me in the straight and narrow. Being fostered in your borough is so important for kids. It's where our family is. I'm backing Southwark Council's drive to recruit more foster parents. They'll be caring for the borough's next generation of adults. Could you help us do that? You probably got a lot of questions about fostering and young people. Well, who better to answer them than our actual foster carer, Francine. She's fostered dozens of young people and I can't wait to meet her. There's something familiar about this place. Yeah, it looks like a lovely house. Hi, I'm Andre.
Hi, come in.
Thank you.
Come and have a seat.
No problem. So, tell me basically about why you foster and, why you look after young people basically and how long you've been doing it.
I've been fostering about just over 20 years and my mother used to be a foster mum. So I grew up with it, having foster siblings and stuff, and then my 2 young sons came along and I was out working and I wanted to be at home to be able to look after them and also do something else as well.
How many children do you have? Because you've got like a plethora of young people up there, look like an army, but how many have you got?
Yeah, lovely. I lost count at 40, so I reckon about 70.
Whoa!
The longest placement I had was 12 years and the shortest just an hour or so. Some have stayed a few months, few years, few hours, weekend, so yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, this place does look familiar. I think you might have had me in like the past, but I was young then, so I don't remember too much. I just remember a nice lady, big TV, and a really nice house. That's all I remember.
Oh God. How old are you now?
19.
Did your nan used to live off of the main road up there?
Yeah, Woolworth Road, just round the next camera.
Yeah, I had you. I think
Seriously?
it was about 5 or 6. Yeah, only for a weekend. I think it was very short time.
I cannot believe it. I remember. Was I a good kid? Was I nice? I don't remember much from my childhood. About 5 and 6. I just remember running around a lot and watching TV.
Yeah, you was a good boy. Yeah.
Well, give me a hug at least.
It's lovely.
Nice to meet you. See you again.
Thank you. Small world, eh?
Definitely. All this time and I run into you, but so yeah, tell me. I mean, like for foster carers, is there support? Is there someone to talk to, or like is there training to help you financially if you feel like you're pressured when you're doing this hard, difficult job?
Yeah. There's a lot of support as a carer. You get your allocated linked support worker who phones and visits regular.
Tell me about your connection with the young people when they leave and when they grow up. I mean, do you still keep in contact? Do you talk?
Yes, I do. Quite a few of the children that I've looked after in the past come back and visit, which is really nice because I get to see them grow up.
Yeah.
I actually adopted 2 children as well. The boy now, he's 19 and my girl's 22.
Tell me about how you feel about when you have to let a young person go when they leave home, when they leave the nest.
Yeah, I think for me personally, that is the hardest part when you've got to say goodbye. When you've had the children live with you for a certain amount of time, and you've formed a relationship and a bond and stuff, when you've got to say goodbye, for me, especially the babies, I'm not going to lie, it's very difficult. But you do what you've got to do, and there is support there for you. So
I can tell that your young people have felt warm here, they feel comfortable. I mean, I still remember being happy here, so you know what I mean? So yeah.
You was only here a short time, you remember that, I feel flattered. That shows me I've done a good job.
Definitely, thank you.
Bye.
So if I was thinking about becoming a foster carer, I'd wonder about the support I would get and where I could find it. Sarah, could you tell me more, please?
When you start, there's a training course to introduce you to fostering, and fostering for Southwark particularly, because each borough has its own children with its own differences. And then there's other training to help you manage with behavioural difficulties or specific issues that children might face. and just to give foster carers an understanding of the background of some of the children that they'll be fostering.
What would be, in your eyes, a good foster carer?
Well, I think qualities that I would look for in a good foster carer is someone who can be warm and available emotionally for the children that they're caring for. They need to be patient very often, and they need to be resilient and reliable.
Once you've applied to be a foster carer, there is a period of training. Then you'll meet a panel which includes foster carers and social workers. Their job is to decide if you are the right person for foster caring.
When people come forward to be assessed as foster carers, they get a social worker who comes to their home and talks to them about becoming a carer, and they undertake an assessment, and they also undertake training. When they've done the training and been assessed, then a report is written, and that is submitted to the fostering panel. And it's the role of the fostering panel here in Southwark to decide whether people are suitable to foster or not. And in Southwark, at any one time, there are over 500 children who need to be in the care of the local authority.
We need foster carers who come from a diverse background. Southwark is the largest borough in London. It's very diverse, and therefore it's got many challenges, a lot of poverty, alcohol and drug misuse, for example. So the need for foster carers who can offer a safe, stable, loving home to our looked after children is very, very important and very urgent to increase that number. So that's what this campaign is all about, trying to make people aware that we need them. We need them if they come from a diverse background, if they're over 40, if they're single parents, if they're from a same-sex couple. We need them to help us. Well, they can pick up the phone and give us a call, or email us, or go online and see that we also have drop-ins where people can come along to one of our open informal coffee mornings, meet a group of other people who are interested, like-minded people who are interested in fostering, and we've got social workers there who will talk to them about what it involves. So it'll be like sort of a group of people in a room chatting about the pros and cons, asking lots of different questions, and they are online. They advertise dates, times and location are online. So go online and have a look and just come along to one of those sessions.
One question you must be asking is, how does fostering affect the family dynamic? 1 minute you've got a peaceful family, the next thing you know, a foster child like me drops in. Clive, Daisy and Matthew, explain to me how you adapted when you had more young people into your care, basically.
You just embrace them as part of your family, you extend, you do things differently. But I think once they're introduced to the family and the wider community, it's absolutely fine.
We discussed it, and as we discussed it more and more, I quite like the idea of helping children, giving something back to society, but also helping the children through difficult periods of their lives.
Well, I thought it was fine. I started when did they come? When I was 11?
No, about 9 actually.
9, and in all honesty I was kind of excited to see some kids, and it was fine really.
So Richard, tell me why you became a foster carer.
Well, when I was younger I imagined all sorts of farmhouses and big families, but it was quite late in life when I actually came out, and as a gay man my choices were not your usual pathway, I suppose. So I worked with some amazing people in fostering through my work, and decided to try and put my money where my mouth is, and follow things through a bit more, have the children in my life right the way through, and support kids with interventions I was working in my workplace with, and see if I could really make a difference with these kids longer term. And I had spare rooms and I didn't have my own family.
I hope you learned a lot from my video. Being a foster carer is not easy, but the main things you need are just being able to get in touch with a child. You don't need to be their best friend, but setting boundaries, being able to commit to them, being patient, being able to put trust and love and care into them. That is what makes a fantastic foster carer. It's people like that who brought a smile to my face while I was in care, some of the best memorable moments of my life. I hope that you can support us. If you feel you can, please get in touch and be a foster carer in Southwark.